Good morning to you, gang. Morning, morning, morning. Oh, I'm a bit foreshortened there. Hang on. Let me just give that a bit of a... Is that going to work? How's that? Good morning, everybody. There we are. Woo! Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Bang on 8 o'clock. Bang on 8 o'clock for the second day running. It's a Qigong miracle. Here I am. We are seeming to find a consistent place that I am actually ready to start this class at 8 o'clock in the morning more often, so almost 50% of the time, which is terribly exciting. Good morning, everybody. Let's just have a little gentle shake whilst we're waiting for everybody to come into the class. In fact, actually, I'm going to change it around a bit this morning. If you've got your tapper, let's just have a little tap whilst we're waiting for everybody. Good morning from sunny Dublin. Good morning, Nutty Cat. If you have your tapper, just give yourself a little bit of a tap whilst we wait for everyone to join in. This is really nice. Good morning, everybody. Just tap gently whilst we're waiting for everyone to come into the class. If you don't have a tapper, that's okay. Just use a lightly clenched fist. And let me just do my little introduction whilst we're waiting for everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Qigong. So remember, this class has been specially curated by moi to give you the best of Qigong. There's a lot more Qigong where this came from, but this is the entry point, okay? This is the starter for 10. This is 1 hour's class that's going to cultivate Qi, life force. Qigong, life force practice, okay? That is what we're doing in this class. We're practicing together. We're working on the basis better out than in. We're going to get rid of a load of stuff. We're going to nourish through with beautiful vibrations, healing sounds, stretching, laughter. We can cry, we can yawn, we can burp, we can fart, we can do whatever we want to do. Most of all, we're going to feel a wonderful sense of community. And this class is aimed to support anybody that wants to have a really dynamic exercise class at the beginning of their day, all the way through to people at the other end of the spectrum that right now are feeling so wretched they can't even get out of their beds. And we are going to talk to all of you in one class, okay? So I will very much be doing the leaping around dynamic bit, but we have Jules and Catherine on hand to answer your questions, to help you on your healing journeys. And suffice to say that if you are not feeling very good and you're more at sort of this end of the spectrum, the important thing is to focus on the breath, on the tapping, on the vibration, and if you can even sit up to do some of the stretches, just go very, very slowly. Just lying there, doing the out breath, this one, that, and breathing in for 4 and out for 4 whilst we do some of the more strenuous elements of the class is going to start to improve your body. The thing to know is that the body, when it's healing itself, works on 2 basic principles. One, it's like a giant filtration recycling plant. So you're going to purge out everything that you don't want and you're going to nourish in with everything you do. And that is what your body does. So if we assist your body and do a lot as over and above what it does already to really help get through that, it will start to feel better. And then the next part is the free flow of Qi and blood around the body, i.e. your circulation. It needs to move freely around the body, okay? And to move freely, you've got to support it too, and then you'll feel better. And that's why we get pain when things get stuck, whether it's emotional, whether it's some old pathogen that's been lurking there for years on end, making you feel lousy, or whether it's got stuck in a joint or some area of the body and it's causing you pain. That's what's going on. So we have to assist the body with those 2 principles, and that's what we do in the class. So without further ado, we're going to talk about fibromyalgia today as well. That was going to happen yesterday, but I'd forgotten about HRT. So we can do fibromyalgia. There, right. Let's just put our tappers down there. Right, let's get started. So remember, the dynamic side of the class is very much the purgy bit is like the first half hour, okay? And then the more nurturing part is the second half hour. But anybody lying in bed right now, that's okay. We've got you. Okay, please stay there. Focus on the breathing. If you can gently shake, if you can gently use your fingertips to tap, that's okay. We've got you, and that's going to start making the difference. So, right. Now, let's just start with a gentle shake. I'm back at home now, so I can make loads of noise, and we're going to make some noise. Right, come on. Woo! Okay, let's do some shake. We've got to get anything that shouldn't be there. We've got to vibrate it out of the body. Shake, shake. Doesn't matter if you feel silly. It's good if you feel silly. You can't feel as silly as I do, but we're going to shake, shake, shake. Shake the body. This is the Benny Hill move. Woo! Shake and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in. Big line breath. Breathe in. Okay. Shake. Really shake. Now, if you can't, if this is the best you can do, this is fine. Loosely bobbing, if that's your limit, is good. We're going to go. I just want to take you to your limit. If you want more of an exercise feel, really shake. It's very dynamic. Breathe. Get into your middles. Bring out breath. Breathe in. Breathe in. Shake. Smile. Shake to the top. This is good for the shoulders. We're just going to get anything from yesterday. We left our class yesterday feeling all in our higher selves, relaxed yet energized, orbiting around compassion, forgiveness, benevolence, the path of righteousness, wisdom, and joy. That's how we left the class yesterday. Probably by about 20 minutes later, that had all just kind of gone by the wayside. So we're going to bring it all back again now. Get rid of anything that happened yesterday or for the last 30 years of your life that simply doesn't need to be in your body anymore. Get rid of it, because we need to create some space. We want to get some space for some good stuff. So it's like an old wardrobe full of old clothes. Get rid of it. If it didn't fit you yesterday, it's not going to fit you today, so we're going to get rid of it. Breathe. 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 These out breaths, really important. Okay, start drumming. If you're not feeling great, just breathe deeply. Try and do the out breaths. Either drum with your hands as I'm showing you, or use your fingertips. Breathe. Breathe deeply down into the dantian. This is where we're going to be breathing to. This is the energetic center of the body. This is where the chi gets made. Don't even breathe into the lungs. Breathe down like a triangle, right deep down into the lower tummy. Breathe. If you have a tapper, now is the time to use it. You can go lightly. You can go quite firmly. I go firmly. I have a very spleeny body. It likes a nice hard tapping. It feels energizing on my muscles. Just working on the stem cells, the circulation, lymphatics, the muscles, the joints. Focus on the elbows, the wrists, the hands. Breathe. This is going to really wake you up. Tap your head, so good. We've got a lovely lady talking about dementia. She couldn't believe it on her elderly mother. Please be careful though if you're tapping elderly members of your family. First of all, consult a doctor if anyone's over the age of 60, just to check that it's okay. And secondly, go really lightly, please. Because often when you're very old, you don't have a lot of... You need chi in the body. You need a certain amount in order to allow the body to push out what it doesn't want. Otherwise, you could go into a bit of a healing crisis. So, on the basis that we're sort of standing up doing this class, this is absolutely fine. But if you're not sure, do email us, do ask. We're all here on hand to help you. Round your waist, breathe. Do an outward breath again, breathe in. Really push it out, breathe in. That's it, right. Drum. Tapping, so important for the body, breathe. Right, what's the topic today whilst we're tapping then? We are doing fibromyalgia. Oh, well that's handy because the tapper is brilliant for fibromyalgia. Basically, fibromyalgia is multiple pain across the body, basically in all of the muscles. And in Chinese medicine, that is a spleen deficiency because the spleen is responsible for muscles in Chinese medicine. And if there's not enough energy in the body, let me get my jar. So if this is the amount of marbles that you've got in your body, okay, and it's supposed to be full, remember? So if this is you, then the body has to make some decisions about what it's going to do because there's simply not enough to go around. So it's got to start compromising, which is what it does. So it will keep the energy to the inner body. It will keep it around the inner core. This is base control, okay? This is what has to happen. Everything else is an add-on, okay? So this is where beauty comes in, shining eyes, perky skin, thick, luscious hair. This all add-on, that's a symbol that the body has got so much chi to sort of like to do with. It can just kind of like gush out of your face and illustrate a healthy body underneath. But if on the other hand, everything's kind of sagging and dragging and the chi is getting drawn into the muscles, they're going to start hurting because there's not enough chi and blood getting to the exterior of the muscles to keep them moving. So they start to cause pain. So what do? Well, we've got to make energy. We've got to get the marbles in the jar. We've got to do this. We've got to gather every day so that your body looks more like this. Okay, by the time you've got this many marbles in your jar, you're feeling not too bad at all. Okay, and that's what we have to do. So tapping is really good for fibromyalgia because it's going to get the chi and blood back up into the muscles where it needs to go. But that's not enough because then if you don't do anything else, then all you're going to do is drag out those 6 marbles that you've got to go around your entire body into the muscles. So it's going to cause another problem. You've got to create more chi. And this is why we do Qigong, life force practice. If you join this class and the meditation and the singing bowls and do the 12 rivers above all with Aaron, you're going to find that you're making energy in the body, okay? Qigong is like eating. This is like breakfast. You need to do it every day. Oxygen and food are the ways that the body creates good energy inside the body, all right? Qigong and eating properly. And we need to do it every day. It's really important. So that's what you need to do. Also, of course, download the spleen fact sheet, look at the diet advice, look at the digestion chapter in the book, practice Qigong, do your breathing exercises, and all of this will make a massive difference to how you feel. And then get that tapper going and tap all over the body, over the back, over the hair. Oh, it's so good. Breathe a bubble. This is why I bang on about breathing so much in this class. It's so important to breathe thoroughly whilst you're in this class, okay? Yeah. Just on the occiput, just here. There, right, now, another little breath out, breathe in, breathe in, and then let's just have a little bit more of a shake for anyone that's come back to the class, because I know a lot of people were here at the beginning of lockdown, have gone back to work and then come back to the class because they're missing it. We've upped the ante in the first half, okay? We're much more dynamic than we were, and we're much calmer in the second class. There's more of an obvious difference between the two, so let's just shake, really shake. Now we're going to go into the healing sounds in a minute, so we're going to go a bit primal. Right, shake, breathe. Okay, right, so if we really need to get these stuck patterns out of the body, we've got to work physically, and we've got to work emotionally, we've got to work intelligently, and we've basically got to kind of stomp this out. We've got to get things out of the body where they're being stuck, okay? Goodness, my leggings have fallen down. There we go. Right, so, bomb, bomb. You've got to imagine that I'm banging a drum, and we're going to purge. Bomb, bomb. So, stamp your feet, drum your belly, And we're going to work around those 5 key organs from which everything else is organised, okay? And in these organs are the human evils, they call them. These are the things that cause you pain. This is things like grief, worry, fear, anger, anxiety. These are things that we all feel every day. I read your stories, I do clinics. I understand that everything ultimately is going to boil down to one or more of these emotions. And we need to allow the body to let go so that we can purge them out and bring in our higher selves, from which we're going to feel like a lovely aero bar as opposed to a stuck old Yorkie, full of chi and life force and high frequency, positive energy, a positive charge going through the body. It will make you feel absolutely amazing. So this is what we're going to do. So the first bit, we're going to go crazy women, crazy people, and we're going to bong it out, and we're going to go a bit crazy and a bit ooh, because we've got to get going. Okay, so right, boom, 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 boom. So let's start with our lungs. Stamp your feet. We're going to let go of anything that's blocking us. Grief or stuck patterns of behaviour, people that we are still grieving for. We've got to let things go because we've got to allow in gratitude and courage. So we're going to let go, think about what it is you need to let go of, identify the pain. We're going into it now. It's okay, you're safe. Jules is there, Catherine's there. Right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Stamp your feet. Stamping gets it out through the earth. We're breathing it out to divine energy, stamping it through the ground. So, boom, 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 boom. Stamp, 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 stamp. Breathe, stand back, breathe in. Big out breath. Okay. Take a breath, just give yourself a second. Ooh, okay. We've just created a whole load of space in our lungs. We're going to fill it in a minute. Now we go to our heart. The heart. Anybody that's hurt you, anybody, any situation that's hurt your heart, that's given you heartache, heart pain, we're gonna allow that out so that we can bring it in with love and joy, love of the self, love of human beings, love of mankind, love of the universe. But above all, we start with ourselves, love of ourselves. That's where we have to start. So, ready? You can use a little fingertip like this if you need to, if you've got boobs like me. So, ready? Let's go. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Ha, 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 ha. This is the arm channel. I'm just stretching it out. Ha 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 ha. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, right. Notice you're starting to feel like someone's digging up that garden. We're getting rid of a load of stuff we don't want. Go to your left. It's your left. It's your spleen. Your left-hand side, please. This is the spleen. If you've had worries, if things have been worrying you, situations in your life, situations from COVID, any situation that's caused you worry in your life, we're going to let go of that because we're going to bring in trust and integrity. What a lovely thing, integrity. So we need to make some space for it. So we're going to let go of the worry that drives us round and round in circles. Bad for our digestive systems, bad for our waistlines. This is where the 8 centimetres come off your middle. So we're going with the spleen energy. Ready, stamp your feet, very much so for this one, it's the earth. So we're going to stamp out. Ready, go, and whoa, 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 breathe out. Okay, if you're lying in bed, you can still do these exercises. Use your fingertips, just make the noises gently, okay? And just think about what it is you want to get rid of. Remember that your brain, your intention is what leads the charge when you're starting to make the body well, okay? Intention, the chi follows the intention, the blood follows the chi. What does that mean? It means the mind leads the charge, the energy follows it, and then the body comes up behind. That's why you can make differences with your body by determining it. But it's not enough to just sit there and go, oh yeah, I want to feel better. It's like, that's not going to work. The body is physical, okay? And emotional and spiritual. So you've got to mix between all of them. This is why we're doing these crazy things, okay? Because we're literally gouging it out, okay? Which is why I'm doing such strange, weird tribal noises with you, because we've got to get shot. And it feels good. Anyway, right, ready, right. Your right, your liver. Your right-hand side, your liver. Right, this is anger, frustration, resentment. Anybody's got on your last nerve yesterday or any other point in your life, or a situation where you felt blocked, unchallenged, unable to reach your full potential, or your life journey, or your very reason for existence, which is the spirit of the soul. If any of this stuff has happened to you, which I'm sure it has, now we have to get rid of it, because we need to make way for kindness, compassion, and benevolence. But above all, kindness for the self. So we're going to drum your right-hand side. Ready, this is the very big aggressive organ. We're going to really properly go for it. Right, ready, and boom, 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 boom. Shh, shh. Stamp your feet. Breathe. And breathe. Okay, go to your kidneys. We're not going to bang our kidneys, but just keep your hands there. We're going to do this is more from stamping. So this is about fear. If a situation in your life has made you afraid, whether that's a person or finances or a job or a situation in your life, that's what fear does, okay? So we're going to allow the fear to go, because we're going to replace it with wisdom. So we don't bash our kidneys, okay? We're going to stomp our feet low down. So ready, and this is the kidney channels going along here. Just bang either side of your navel. Pelvic floors at the ready, please, ladies. This is the other side of the heart channel. This is the he sound. This is the whole matrix of the body and how it communicates to itself. That's all controlled by the heart. It has its own sound. So we go back into anything that's upset your heart or upset your passions. So ready, and he, 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 he. Okay, right, breathe in. Okay, now shake the whole body. Ooh, there we go. Give a nice vibration. Now just check in. Now, have you noticed what a lovely sensation? Just grab your tappers for a second. I just want to tap some of that through. Now, what you'll notice from this is a lovely aerated feeling. It's like we've taken a digger into an old garden, which is really how the Chinese describe the body, like a garden, and you can cultivate it. It feels good, doesn't it? I know it's crazy. I know, like, oh my God, it's nuts, go woof, 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 but it doesn't matter. The idea is that we're creating vibrational shifts in the body so that we can allow the positive energy to circulate around. We've got to kind of gouge it out, which is what we're doing. So just have a little tap and breathe. Just recover from that for a second. Do your joints. Do your feet. This is so good. Breathe. Now, the next thing we're going to do, now that we've got that lovely energy, we've got some space. This is literally like getting rid of a load of clothes out of your wardrobe, okay? You've now got some room to put some new stuff in. Good. So the first thing we're going to put in is endorphins. So we're going to do the seemingly world famous laughter Qigong, although I think the crazy animal Qigong has probably taken its place in weird things to do at 8:20 on a weekday morning, but that's okay. Let's just tap for a minute. We're going to go to the laughter. So I know Kelly, hang on Kelly, we're not quite ready yet. So we're going to be ready for the laughter. 2 secs. Let's just get that drummed energy all the way through. I want to just drum it, drum it, drum it. There, right. Now, anybody can laugh. It doesn't matter where you are in your healing journey. Even if you're lying in bed right now, that's okay. Do your best. If you haven't got it in you to laugh, just allow our energy to sock it at you and we're going to make you laugh. Right, Kelly? If Kelly's at the ready with the minute, we're ready to laugh. Oh, I've got no jokes for you this morning. I've got nothing. Well, Jules, you must be wanging on about something. I know Jules is planning a festival in Hyde Park from what I saw yesterday. Anyway, laughter we got. Let's bring it in. We're alive. The Dalai Lama says what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And we are all here, getting rid of all the things that didn't quite knock us off in the first place. So we have the force of the sheer will to live, which is a very exciting thing. Jules is planning a festival, everybody. That'll be fun. A Qigong and Chai festival, I understand. Keep laughing, folks. It's good for your immunity. Oh my gosh, this is, oh my God. Oh, that was really hard today. I don't seem to have the energy. I was a bit tired yesterday. Woof. Chi and Chai, is that what we're up to? It's not a festival. Okay, sorry. I got it wrong, of course, because Jules is going on holiday next week. So we're all going to come join you in the Greek islands, Jules. Yay. Don't want you to miss a beat from your Good Morning Qigong class, Jules, do we? Now, so breathe. Now, what we've done is we have absolutely flooded the body with very, very positive energy now, which means it's now really going like this through every single cell of the body, which is precisely what we want it to do. So now we have got some space. Now we're like aero bars. Now we've got to fill the space. Now, what the Taoist masters say, firstly, is you cannot fill an already full cup. I was like, oh, that's interesting. What that means is, she says, desperately trying to find, oh, here we go. Here is something I can show you. Here is my hair. This is my hair paste I used to wash with. Right, so this is full, okay? So I can't do anything with this. If this is full of rubbish and old thoughts and negative emotions and old patterns of behaviour, I can't put anything new into this, okay? So what we've just done in that last exercise was we took the lid off and we scourged out a whole load of stuff, got rid of it and put the lid back on. So there's probably still quite a bit in there, but nonetheless, there is space. There is space for us to now start filling it up with other things, which is a bit like here, we go back to the marble jar. If you've got this amount of space in your jar, you've got all that space to fill with positivity, okay? And charged up energy, which is what we're after. A positive charge, okay? Rather than a negative charge. A negative charge is like, oh, and then you feel exhausted and sad and miserable and unwell. A positive charge, like this is what gives you the energy, the life force that you're after. So the first thing we're going to do is use the healing vibrations, but this time in a very, very gentle, loving way, okay? So everybody can do this. If you're in bed right now not feeling it, then we're going to do this with our fingertips. We're going to smile, 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 and we're going to make beautiful harmonious noises and allow those vibrations to come into the body. You can half close your eyes if you wish. We're now going into the nourish part of the class. Ready? Greece does sound amazing. I'm so excited we could all join you, Jules. Go to your heart. Think joy and love. Go to your left, which is your spleen. This is about trust and integrity and the path of righteousness. This is not always the easy path. This is the right path. So we breathe in. Just to say, hives, people, don't gua sha the area itself though. The best thing for hives, Jules, you're absolutely right, but you want to go around, let me just show you this, you want to start here and come around the daimai, okay? You want to come around this area and really go for it, okay? Because there's too much heat and inflammation in the body, and the body's pushing it out through the limbs. And the fact that it's coming up so strongly is because there's a lot of heat in there. Please, oh, it's not hives. Oh, okay. Oh, I forget that then. If it's hives, if anyone's got hives, that's what you want to focus on, the abdomen. Okay, right. This is about the liver. This is about trust and about kindness, compassion, benevolence. Okay, above all, to be kind to yourself. Just to say, sorry, I just need to clarify a couple of things. First of all, bruising, Jules is absolutely right. It is the body releasing. Just tap yourselves for a sec, guys, whilst I explain this. Just drum your tummies. Okay, so the bruising is because the spleen is deficient, and it means that what's happening is it's not holding the circulation. The spleen is responsible for keeping things in place. So the spleen fact sheet is the first one if you bruise easily. Also, if you bruise easily, because I do, and you produce a lot of Sha, it's because there's a lot of trauma to come out through the energetic channels that go all over the body. I mean, like this was, so look, there we go, that was me last night. There, can you see? And look at that. I mean, it's not like I haven't been gua shaing myself for about the last 7 years. And yet still, from this dodgy shoulder from way back when, stuff's coming out, probably from the Qigong. And it's partly because I'm very spleeny. So I produce a lot of Sha and then bruising as well. It's all part of it. But goodness me, do I feel better. That's that hives, because I think someone did ask about it. The body's trying to get rid of heat. I really recommend a low histamine diet is the first thing to look at. And basically focus the gua sha around the middle, around the liver, around this daimai, this girdle vessel that comes from the back here and comes around to the front. So basically get 2 body restorers and work, or 2 combs, and really work on the area, work on the lungs, okay? Work on the torso, because this is where the heat's been produced. And then really make it your business to do the meditation and the singing bowls with Jasmine, because you need to get the heat out of the body. There's too much stress, and it might not be enough just doing this Qigong class each morning, but please do not gua sha the actual affected areas. It tends to be on the limbs and kind of up, because the body is producing the heat up and out. That's what it's doing. Up into the head and the throat and down into the limbs. To get it away, it's trying to clear. Okay, so, right, the kidneys. So we're going to our back, and this is about wisdom, and this is about the very soul wisdom. Okay, this is what you take with you when you exit your body. This is the only thing that goes with you. So it's in a good interest to spend a lot of time cultivating it whilst we're alive. So breathe in. And then just go down your sides. If you're not sure about the gua sha, there's a whole load of contraindications and people with various things that they're saying. This is why we use the tapper. Pai sha, okay? Pai sha means percuss flush, okay? Because it's doing the same thing but doing percussion. And it means that you can use your tapper very, very lightly, okay? So if you've got lymphoma, for example, we're doing this or this. Just really lightly. Bamboo's cool on the skin, so you can go really lightly with your tappers like this, or you can, properly whack with them as well. But when you're not feeling well, lightly, 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 okay? And it will just very gently bring the energy back up. That's what we're looking to do. Go gently, okay? If you're not sure, ask us. There are contraindications up onto the website. We've put them everywhere. I mean, it's a miracle anyone buys anything, to be honest. There's so many red flags going, do this, do that, because we want to make sure you're doing it properly. Right. Take your rose quartz if you have one, or any crystal. If not, just use your 2 fingers. Hold your crystal over the third eye. Breathe, smile. Notice your inner world. We're going to the inner world now. Breathe. Tap the top of your head, the crown of your head. This is where the soul exits the body. Breathe. Now, half close your eyes. We're going to go very soft. I'll do teeth grinding now. I can explain that to you now, but just everyone close your eyes if you're not feeling great, but you're able to do these exercises, even if you're sitting. Stretch. Smile. Breathe down to your lower belly. This is where we start to sculpt the body. Any pockets of stubborn fat that have defied all previous attempts to move them. It's not fat, it's trauma that the body has put into fat cells or toxins, left them there, then they attach to the channel of the body. This is how we slowly allow them to release, because we tap and we drum and we shake. We understand, we love them, we recognize the role that they played in our lives in the past, but we let go of them. We breathe in higher energy, a divine, limitless energy into the body, which supercharges your energy and just makes those patterns null and void. And as the patterns shift, so does your shape. Your shape is merely a reflection of what is going on in your inner world. This is why we're getting these amazing stories from people going, I cannot believe it, this has happened, that's happened, I'm 8 inches off my middle, I'm back in my pre-baby jeans, I feel so much better. This is why, because you're putting this daily practice in and you're making these shifts. If we go back to the wardrobe analogy, it's literally like each class we're taking out one old thing out of your wardrobe, okay? It might be slow, but that's okay. We've got all year. No one's going anywhere. We like the process. With each bit of space that's created, we can fill it with the right thing. We leave this class with discernment, enlightenment. We understand what's going on with our bodies. And with that, you can start to heal. And we go slowly, because then the body is able to cope and process with what we're doing. Some people will have little healing miracles along the way. I've had plenty. Most of us, I'm sure, have had some. There's advice about this. It's on the grid. It's on the IGTV. If you're not sure, message us in. Catherine and Jules will help you. Breathe and stretch. This is why this class works. These exercises are slow sculpting. We're allowing the energy to get to every nook and cranny of the body. We're allowing the body to stretch. Now go the other way. Breathe, smile. Teeth grinding is quite simple. It's largely to do with the liver. So look at the liver fact sheet. Because when the body gets stressed and the liver gets involved, which it does, if you're a liver dominant person, which teeth grinders often are, the liver will put any excess energy that it doesn't want, because it's negative, it will put it into its partner, which is the gallbladder. And the gallbladder is this massive channel that zigzags all the way up the side of the body, from the toes all the way to the side of the eyes. And that spot on the jaw is right up at the top of the gallbladder channel. So the body shoves it up there, and then you grind your teeth, because the mechanism of the movement is like a vibration. So it's trying to get rid of it. Clever, eh? But of course we don't like it, because we go, oh, it's teeth grinding. And it's like, yeah, it's the liver trying to purge out. Very cleverly, thank you, because your body knows that whatever it was dealing with today, chances are it's going to go through the whole same thing again the next day, because that's called life. So you want to gua sha the sides of the body with the body restorer, or a jam jar lid, or a coin. Use oil, please. Gua sha all the side of the body, okay? Literally like the whole side. And see what comes up. And what will happen is a whole load of sha will appear, and because you've dealt with it, it won't end up manifesting in the jaw. Isn't that clever? Breathe. But the method, it is an integrated approach. It's not just about gua sha and everything will be okay. It's important to do the Qigong each day, to meditate, singing baths, walking, and above all, staying in your higher self as much as you can. When life pulls it straight back down again, which it does, remember these classes: gratitude, wisdom, kindness, integrity, joy. These are the high virtues of the spirit. Try and stay in that space for the rest of the day. Try it. See how quick it is that we're not in there. This is spiritual practice. This is why we used to go to churches and temples many times a day, to get you back up again. Now I'm just going to send it to you down the tube and say, can you just do your best? That's the modern version. There, come to center, keep your eyes half closed, and now rotate the hips. Breathe and smile. Rotate the other way, smile. Remember this part is really nourishing the body, and if you really stretch, you're going to get a real exercise benefit from this, okay? Don't just sort of wobble about. That doesn't do anything, but I'm really going to my limit of what my body can do. My legs are tight, my stomach's in. I can really feel this working. Yay! Now, come back to center, put your legs together, pull up. So I got that, let's get rid of that, there we go. Right, so pull up your legs, feel like a cobra tail. Don't just kind of, if you're like this doesn't do it, you've got to, okay? My muscles, everything's tight, my legs are tight, okay? My stomach is in, okay, but I'm relaxed, okay? So my physical body is tight, breathe. Breathe out and down. These slow exercises where you keep everything tightly pulled in. So good. I learnt a lot of this in China. I couldn't believe it. The Qigong master I was with made me stand in one position for 20 minutes. It was a weight loss pose because I was asking him. I thought I was going to pass out. It's the hardest thing I'd ever done. Breathe out. Oh, Jules, we should do that actually. Can you make a note of that? I'll do the pose for everybody. We'll do a poster on that one. It's really interesting. But for now, hold your legs. Hold in. My legs are solid. My bum is solid. My tummy is solid. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Reverse. Hives people, this is a really good exercise for you. I recommend doing this over and above what we're doing today. Do it again sort of at lunchtime and again early evening. It really calms the nervous system. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very relaxing on the body. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Now follow my hands. As my hands expand, keep breathing. Breathe in. And out. Really pack the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Hands in prayer. Pull in your stomachs, hips to one side. Swim your dragon. Really pull in your tummies. Really swim. Don't just fanny around. It won't do anything. Really bob. Allow your muscles as if you were swimming in the sea, like Jules in the Greek islands. Not like the rest of us in our homes. That's okay. Jules needs a holiday. Swim. Allow this love. Only teasing, Jules. We're just jealous. Allow the body to just swim. Really work. Every organ, fascia, cell, muscle, joint gets covered. Up on tiptoes. Down, breathe out. I don't know about you, this is where I get into kind of light sweats now. This is exactly what you want Qigong to do. It's that light perspiration as the body just harmonizes. You're not running on a treadmill just thinking, oh, I've burnt 5,000 calories. This is about sculpting the body, profound energetic shifts which will release slowly but surely out of their held patterns in the body, revealing a healthy, strong, supple body. That's what we're after. And then you get to work on those wobbly bits with your comb in the shower, any painful bits with your gua sha. Tend to do that at night. And then you bring this in the day. And you will start to notice, as everybody is, because they're writing in and saying so, it's really making a profound difference, which is so good. Breathe deeply down into the lower belly. Breathe. If you found this interesting, do look at Aaron. Jules, if you could just put Aaron's hook there. The next sequence is the 12 rivers, which is what I do at night time before bed. That's each. There we go, right, better carry on. Woo, I can't see the time. Grab 2 crystals in your hands, or a pair of socks, or 2 trini pots, or if you haven't got anything, please don't worry. But stand, horse stance with your hands facing up. Now really stretch. Breathe and stretch. This exercise is so good. Backs of the arms. This really nails those. The shoulders, the waist, the legs. Breathe. Smile and breathe. One more. Oh, the bell has gone. There we go. Right, come back to the centre. The bell has rung. We've got a minute to go. Just now tap, please, for just the last minute of the class, ideally for a little bit longer. Thank you all so much for joining. Jules and Catherine, as always, thank you so much for joining. What a lovely morning that's been. My goodness me, I feel amazing after that. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for joining me, because if you didn't, I probably wouldn't do this class quite as religiously as I do. So thank you. Thank you all so much. Jasmine will be here at 12:15. My meditation is back to normal. I'm not on QVC today. So Jasmine at 12:15, followed by my meditation at 12:30. So we will see you all later on. Please just give yourselves a little bit of a tap now. I've slightly overrun the class. Must have been all that wanging on. But it's very important to just tap the body for a few minutes at the end. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all at lunchtime.